The digestive system, or digestive tract, is responsible for the breakdown of food consumed by the body, the absorption of nutrients and water from this food, and the removal of bodily waste at the end of the tract. Organs that make up the digestive tract are the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, also called the colon, the rectum, and anus. Inside these hollow organs is a lining called the mucosa. In the mouth, stomach, and small intestine, the mucosa contain tiny glands that produce juices to digest food. The digestive tract also contains a layer of smooth muscle that helps break down food and moves along the tract through peristalsis. Other organs that aid in the digestion are the gallbladder, liver, and pancreas, which produce enzymes that aid in digestion. Digestion starts in the mouth, where food is mechanically broken down into smaller pieces by chewing. Salivary glands also secrete an enzyme called amylase to chemically break down starch into maltose. The food becomes a bolus, or another name for the chunk of food, which then travels down the esophagus by peristalsis into the stomach. Hydrochloric acid and pepsin are released in the stomach, causing proteins to be digested. The stomach turns the food into chyme, and it enters the small intestine. Along the way, the liver produces bile, a substance which emulsifies fat and is stored in the gallbladder, ready to be secreted into the duodenum. The pancreas also produces pancreatic juice, which further aids in the digestion. In the small intestine, everything is digested. The small intestine is also the place where the nutrients are absorbed into the bloodstream. It is lined with villi, small projections which increase the surface area of the small intestine, making absorption more efficient. Everything that is not absorbed is passed through the large intestine, where water and electrolytes are reabsorbed into the body, resulting in waste, which is stored in the rectum until they are passed out through the anus as fecal matter. The appendix itself is an organ that averages 10 centimeters in length but can be from 2 to 20 centimeters long. It is approximately between 7 and 8 millimeters long. The appendix is in the lower quadrant of the abdomen, and in rare individuals with Citius inversus, the appendix may be located in the lower left side. The appendix is believed by many scientists to be a vestigial structure with little or no function in the human body, but recent research has shown that it may serve as a safe haven for beneficial bacteria that aid in the digestive tract, such as bacteria who break down complex compounds that the body cannot naturally use. In appendicitis, the appendix becomes inflamed and causes pain, nausea, and vomiting in the victim. Appendicitis usually occurs through a variety of causes, usually via feces, parasites, or growths that clog the appendiceal lumen, or the lining of the appendix, enlarged lymph tissue in the wall of the appendix, caused by infection in the gastrointestinal tract, or elsewhere in the body, inflammatory bowel disease, such as Crohn's disease and ulcers, or trauma to the abdomen. The appendix can sometimes be indirectly inflamed as a result of a low-fiber diet that results in the buildup of fecal matter. If left for too long, appendicitis can cause the appendix to rupture, usually resulting in shock and a dangerous, widespread infection called peritonitis. When left untreated, the mortality rate of appendicitis is very high, as it can result in shock and peritonitis, an inflammation of the serous membrane in the body. When treated, the mortality rate of appendicitis is next to zero, as it is usually non-lethal unless there are further complications that result from appendicitis treatment, such as contaminated surgery items, wounds from trauma-caused appendicitis, etc. Treatments for appendicitis are divided into surgery and non-surgery categories. Surgery involves removal of the appendicitis of the appendix, called an appendectomy. Before surgery, the appendix is drained of pus to try and reduce the risk of a rupture in the process. Recovery from surgery usually takes 4 to 6 weeks. Non-surgical treatments include antibiotics to treat infections and a liquid or soft dye until the infection subsides. A soft dye is low in fiber and easily breaks down in the gastrointestinal tract.